How's it going, guys? It's CoRazón coming at you with another video. In today's video, we're going to be going over how to create a Hypnotic eyes audio visualizer. So let's just jump right into our project, guys. Let's go into Apple Motion, File, New. Let's set the preset to be 4K Ultra HD. You can always set it to Broadcast HD 1080p if you like. Frame rate is going to be 30 FPS. And duration is going to be 30 seconds for my case, but yours is probably going to be your song's duration. Here are the minutes, here are the seconds. Time coding is what we're using. Let's open up the project. Let us import. We can import right clicking, or we can import using this button right here. So let's import using the right click method. Let's go into Journey's Friend. Let's import that. Let's rename this group right off the bat to be eyes. Draw a circle. Option shift so that the radius is the same all around, so it's symmetrical that way. Go into inspector, go into geometry under shape. And let's set the radius to be 150. Let's go into style. Let's set the fill color to be, let's go into color palettes, crayons, and let's set the color to be grape. So it's like this neon purple, which is nice. Let's go into properties. Let's reset the parameter. So let's reset the position to be dead in the center. Now let's click on circle, click on replicate. We can always press L on the keyboard to replicate it as well. Shape is going to be rectangle, arrangement, tile fill. Size is going to be 2000. Columns is going to be 50. Rows is going to be 20. Let's turn 3D on. Let us set the scale to be 30%. Okay, looks something like this. Now what we need to do is actually go into our filters. Let's import distortion, go into distortion, import tiny planet. Field of view is going to be 540. Rotation order is going to be XYZ. Crop, let's uncheck that. And let's now start our animation, guys. So let's go into our X rotation. Let's go into that downward arrow. Let's add parameter behavior, oscillate. Let's set the phase to be 2. Let's set the speed to be 8. Let's rename this oscillate X. Let's go back into tiny planet. Y rotation is going to be add parameter behavior oscillate as well. Let's set this to 2 and 8 as well for the speed. So 2 for the phase and 8 for the speed. Let's rename this to be oscillate Y. And then let's go back into tiny planet. Let's go into our Z rotation. Let's add parameter behavior oscillate. Let's set this to 4. And let's set speed to 4 as well. So phase is 4 and speed is 4 as well. Let's label this oscillate Z. Now let's actually import our media, guys. Let's import our Journey's Friend real quick. So we can import it. And we have the audio timeline selected right here, the video timeline selected right here. So just keep that in mind. So let's go back into our layers. Let's now go into Replicator. Let's now go into behaviors, Replicator, sequence replicator. Let's rename this to be sequence opacity. Okay. Let's add a parameter to be opacity. Let's set that to 20%. Sequencing through. Unit size is going to be object at first, and then we're going to be switching it to all. So we're going to be setting the spread to 25, setting the unit size to be all. Let's set the traversal to be custom. We're going to be mapping our location to our audio again. End condition is going to be hold. Let's go back into Replicator. Let's go into behaviors. Let's go into Replicator, sequence replicator. Let's rename this to be sequence scale. Let's go into parameter and let's put scale. Let's set this to 10%. And let's set sequencing through. Unit size is going to be object first. So we're going to be setting this to 25 as well. And keep in mind that we're going to be switching it to all. Traversal is going to be custom. And we're going to be setting our location as well to the audio. So just keep that in mind. End condition is going to be hold again. So now let's go back into our sequence opacity. So we're in sequence opacity, just so you know, we're right here. So now we're going to be setting our location to be add parameter behavior audio. Set the parameters here first, and then let's import our source audio, which will be Journey's Friend. So let's set the graph range to be mid. This is very relative to your specific song, guys. Mess around with the graph range, mess around with low and high frequencies. Just check out what works, what doesn't work, and you can always mess with the sequence scale and sequence opacity as well to your specific needs. So let's go into peaks and smooth. Let's put the scale to be 2. Let's set the source audio to be Journey's Friend, like so. Let's name this audio opacity. Okay. Let's go into sequence scale this time. So we're in sequence scale. This is sequence opacity. This is sequence scale. We're going to be setting the location. We can see that there's a gear icon right here on location for sequence opacity. So that means that the parameter behavior, the audio parameter behavior, has already been set. This one doesn't have a little gear icon, so that means that it hasn't been set yet. So this is sequence scale, location, and let's add parameter behavior audio. Let's go into our parameters first, and then let's import our source audio. Let's do graph range to be mid. Let's do peaks to be smooth, and let's do scale to be 2. And let's set our source audio to be Journey's Friend. Okay, let's rename this to be audio scale. Close this off. Let's lock this. Let's minimize this. Let's render it out and let's see how it looks. So it has finished rendering. Now let's check it out. Okay, looks like that, guys. So now let's actually share this. Let's go into export movie. So we're going to be setting it, copy these settings. If your resolution is broadcast HD 1080p, it will be 1920 by 1080. So just keep that in mind, guys. But if you'd like, just copy these settings. If not, you can set your own settings. Render is going to be use canvas setting for my case. And let us do next. And let's put hypnotic eyes. Let's save it. Let's transcode it. And I'm going to be fast forwarding the transcoding progress. Okay, it's finished the transcoding, guys. Let's maximize it and let's play it. Alrighty, guys. Hope you found this video helpful, guys. If you did, please leave a like and have a good day. Peace, guys.
Bye, have a great time.